WRC Safari Rally 2025. Revisha and feel the roar.
Agatin chitap kalenjin eng mitugul ole imite atochin eng logoiwekab emet kong'ete Kass TV eng tetutieng'ung nebo tililindo rani kainenyu ko Chesang Karo Sirma. Eng betut nebo rani komach ketindoi toot ne notok ko daktari ne inyoi serunek, itik ak mokwek komach kemite eng kibagenge eng kebeberta notok nebo tetutiet nebo tililindo. Kobate no ko kibendi kegustyini kong logoiwekab emet ole kitaune logoiwek chok ole katoi President William Ruto rutoitonyi notok nebo betusiek 5 eng county nitok bo Nairobi ole kataune sub counties chebo Kamukunji ak Makadara. Kalumda ine tetutik cheterter eng sectors chotok cheboto somanet, tililindo ak ribsetab itondab emet ole kaboisie kasarata komwa kole koshinet notok nekoityin ak Prime Minister Raila Odinga eng wikit konye kale komatinye ak lewenisiet notok nyone nebo kenyitab 2027 kobate takchingei koib kalyet ak kibagenge nebo biikab emet asikobit kotestai boisionik chotok chebo bandab tai. Kamite Ruto ak Deputy President Professor Kithure Kindiki, Governor notok bo Nairobi Johnson Sakaja, Minister nebo ribsetab itondab emet Aden Duale eng kwenutab kandoik alak chotok chekatach koshinet nekoityi kandoik chotok aeng'u eng betutab komut kasi.
Tuliona juzi tumekubaliana na Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga tukasema tuunganishe Kenya, tuache ubaguzi, tuache chuki, tuache ukabila. Kenya ni nchi moja, sisi wote ni watu wa taifa moja with a common destiny. Nairobi mnasema ndio ama mnasemaje? Mnasema tuungane? Hebu nione wale wanasema tunaungana pamoja tukitembea namna hiyo. Basi mimi nawahakikishia katika muungano huo hakuna mtu atawachwa nyuma, hakuna jamii itawachwa nyuma, hakuna sehemu ya Kenya itawachwa nyuma, hakuna dini itawachwa nyuma. Tutatembea pamoja sambamba, kwa sababu tukiungana Kenya itapiga hatua ya kwenda mbele kwa kasi. Ile kitu mimi nataka niwahakikishie Wakenya wote ni kwamba hakutakuwa na ubaguzi tena. Kama ni kitambulisho, kila mtu atapatiwa kitambulisho kulingana na uraia wake kama Wakenya. Hakutakuwa na viwango viwili, ati kuna Wakenya kiwango kimoja alafu kuna Wakenya kiwango kingine. Sisi wote ni sawa mbele ya katiba na mbele ya sheria, na kila mtu nitahakikisha wamepata vitambulisho bila ya kubaguliwa na bila ya kuhangaishwa. Tumekubaliana jameni? Basi Isli, Kamukunji, asanteni sana. Mimi nawapenda sana, na mimi nataka niwahakikishie Kenya tutaweka umoja, tutaondoa ubaguzi na Kenya itasimama pamoja. Asanteni sana. God bless you, the great people of Isli, na wale mko katika mwaka mtukufu wa Ramadhani, na watakia heri na baraka, na mtuombee kama taifa la Kenya.
Ketesetai logoiwek kotetat korutechi kiwato notok nebo Transmara ak Narok Minister nebo ribsetab kalyet eng emet orit Kipchumba Murkomen eng takchinetab kawekunetab kalyet eng kwenutab bororiosiek cheterchindos eng kiwato inoto. Kaimongei kandoik chotok chebo bororietab Kisii korutochi ofisitab CS Murkomen akosom koit let boriet notok tesetai eng kiwato inotok bo Kisii ak Transmara nekokoipchi kebar biik ak koib ng'emetab malik neo. Eng tai kokang'ololso eng tuyet notok nekakiyai eng Nairobi nekaindochi Minister nebo somanet Julius Migos, MP nebo South Mugirango Silvanus Osoro ak Senator nebo Kisii Richard Onyonka ole kamwa kandoichotok kole makat koit let borionotok eng chokchinet asimatestai kabetetab sobonwek nekokebaorionchi. Bitu nito eng kasarta nekaindochi tuyetab kalyet Governor nebo Narok Patrick Ole Ntutu, Simba Arati nebo Kisii koboto County Commissioners chebo Kisii ak Narok ole kasom bororiosiek chemenye kiwato inoto kotonon boriet ak komeng'is eng kalyet.
It was that bad.
We are going to visit the boundary on Friday this week, and I expect that we should have 2 meetings in a place that shall be agreed upon between ourselves and yourselves, between my office and the leaders, including county government, so that we can have a wider reach in terms of peace message. I'm also interested in listening to the common mwananchi to see exactly what is that's driving them to do what they have done, and so that perhaps we can have a better, we can deploy better strategies that can resolve this issue. I can assure the people of Kisii and Narok counties that we will not allow the criminality to go on. We will not allow the continuation of burning of sugarcane farms. We will not allow also people to carry weapons and attack their neighbors. We are going to take very stern action, and that is the direction we've given our police officers, to make sure that they find anybody who is loitering with an intent to commit a felony. They should all be arrested.
We need another GSU camp in one part, because the 35-kilometer stretch of a boundary, I mean, it's far too long to have one GSU camp. So if we can have one GSU camp on one part, it will really help curb the situation. And we want to tell the communities, the warriors, the Chinkororos, because in my community they are Chinkororo, and in the other community they are Morans. I want to tell the Morans and the Chinkororos to cool down and calm.
We want to assure you that we stand for peace. We do not believe that the problems of our people can be solved by fighting. If it is a question of stock theft, there is enough government measures that can be done, can be taken to curb stock theft. If it is a question of land disputes, which currently we don't have with the Kisii, we should solve them like land disputes. We want to re-establish this relationship, because so far the relationship has been mutual and symbiotic. The Kisii people live in our Transmara. Everything that important that people in Kilgoris want to do, they do it in Kisii. They go to hospital there, they go to the market there, and we have the sugarcane that is being burnt. It's not just for the Maasais alone, it is for the Kisiis and Maasai. They own these things together.
Ketesetai logoiwek ko mache MCA che kwonyik eng county nebo Uasin Gishu keipchi kakwautik chekimen chebo kergong'et biik chetinyegei ak nyerset koboto kanyaliletab kwonyik ak tibik asikoit let yautichotok eng emoni. Ole kanerekchi yautiet nekikokinyere ak kibete sobet kipsomaniat ne chepto eng komasta nebo Tembelio eng county notok bo Uasin Gishu. Kamwa kwonyichotok kole kokolany yautichotok eng Uasin Gishu ak emet komugul ole makat keib kakwautikab chokchinet kekirinda yautichotok maititotin. Kaibwech logoiwechutok sirindenyo kong'ete taonitab Eldoret, Isaac Koge.
Kondochin rubeyotab Speaker eng County Assembly nebo Uasin Gishu Sarah Malel konerekchi kandoichotok bo kwonyik kaimutik chotok chebo nyerset ak baretab kwonyik, nemwoe kole kokwo barak mising eng county noto nebo Uasin Gishu nekokinyere ak ibete sobet kipsomaniat agenge nesomani eng komasta nebo Tembelio.
Kameche aib kasari eng oret ne inegei samwochi mutyo family nekoibet lakwenwa noto nekosomani sukulitab Tembelio Secondary School, ak mwa kora keteleli rani kemwoe ko ki chepyosok kele kakomach siko namech en ng'alek chekakomach kokoromitu eng county nenyo nebo Uasin Gishu. Kisome kele barisietab chepyosok ak lagok che tibik ko kokoekito nekokotestai komong eng betusiek chutok kokosirto mising.
Mwae kandoichotok bo kwonyik chekaboto Naomi Serem, Caroline Cherono, Rebecca Cherop ak Regina Chumba kole nyolu kobit kergonget neng'wan mising eng inendet noto nekoisuldae yautyonotok bo borisiet, ole some sigik kora koro kole karikyi lagokwak.
Tumejitokeza kama wamama ambaye tunawakilisha jinsia, kwa maana tumeona mambo mengi yanaendelea katika Kenya mzima, nchi mzima. Hata Uasin Gishu hapa kuna mambo mengi ambayo yametokelezea. Pale Tarbo kuna msichana mama aliwawa anaitwa Rachel Cherop ambaye mume wake alimkatakata na akamweka kwa gunia vile Mheshimiwa Sara amesema, na mambo mengi. Kuna Agnes ule mkimbiaji, kufuatilia ya juzi ya msichana Faith ambaye aliwawa na tumeambiwa ni boyfriend wake, lakini hatuna uhakika.
Maeng kwanyik, maeng tibik ichege, akot murenik kora kubune tuguk cheuen. So kasomen yo kityongon kele kapchi, amu sabet age tugul kotaunege kapchi. Kot age tugul oikotepse, oitkege tilyandit ne kararan, asiyewo chi kot konyor kiy nekemu sobenyi komuchi kopchei ak biik tugul. Amu kikere kele biik chenyoru tuguk cheng'oi cheu chu ak baret ak nyerset ko biik chenyere ichek ko biik cheingen icheket. Ko kakiro ko kiwasin Gishu County kele nekit kakomach kolany kaitoshek chebo ateboshek cheu choto chekokebaranech lagok en county ini. Ko kakimeche siketebi ko kiacheket biik chekechobe sheria eng yu asikiro ole tos kinkochi kelechi county konde pesa sikeyai sensitization en county nenyo yu.
Some kandoichotok serikalitab emoni konam eut kwonyik konyorchigei imandanywan neboto kerkong'et eng icheket cheisuldoi yautik chemanyalu, istoetab kanyalilet eng kwonyik ak usisiet noto nebune icheket.
Chepyosokab county assembly nebo Uasin Gishu chekiwakilishani chepyosok ak tibichutok ko king'wan kabisa kele kangeyokte lagok koba sukul kelen kabokosoman lagochu kwa chitab kobarane lakwet kemwoe kabisa kele mutyo ongeng'et sigik kou nguno family no kokekombwanchi lakwet kot. Tibik kokere chi kole kakaminy kot akokere kole lakwa nemining komuch kobun yoto kele kialchin akot sikaruk kiyoene kijanaechu ko kameche ale sigik otebie ak lagok akorikyi lagok eng betusiek tugul.
Kakimwae kabisa kele maiyanat nyersetab lagok, maiyanat birisietab chepyosok ak borisiet, maiyanat borisietab lagokkyok chemi sukul kou nekoyaak en yuto yu Moiben Tembelio, ko kakimwa kele ng'alechoto chekakikosyigei kobo kwang'ut okot en echek ko ki bororietab Kalenjin ko ma ng'alek chekiyoni ako ma ng'alek chekikikosot ako chekiyooksek en yekimi.
Kurset kora sigik, chitugul inai lakweng'ung ile yo ikere ko lakwet komakerun chito age ko lakwet, kere ko ki age, kere age ko kwondo, kere age ko bunyot ako kere age kole object nemuch aitakish. So rikyi chitugul sigindet age tugul lakweng'ung.
Mwaat kele tetat kimut kapkirwok nerananoto koisuldae nyerset amait kobetyi sobet kipsomanianoto kosomani Tembelio ole some kandoichoto kobit imanit. Kong'eteke County Assembly nebo Uasin Gishu nemitei eng taonitab Eldoret, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Yekitestai ko eng county nebo Bomet komite barak yautik chebo ng'emetab imandab lagok ak amitwogik eng county noto. Ole kamwa nito ofisayat nebo State Department on the Gender Lily Bosire nekang'ololi eng igortab kabwatetab betutab kametwogik eng ng'ony World Women's Day. Karob ng'alalanato rubeiwotab governor eng Bomet Shadrack Rotich ak chief officer nebo gender Pauline Korir ko karob eut ng'alalanata, kit nekamwa kole mitei tai eng boriet nekitokyin kirindaet nebo kanyaliletab kwonyik. Kinyoru sirindenyo Festus Rono ak koindab logoiwechuto.
County nebo Bomet komiten barak kaimutik cheng'eme imandab lagok ak kamatik kosubkei director nebo gender en State Department nebo gender ak social services Lily Bosire ko en emetab Kenya komiten kebebertab 15 en 100 yautikab ng'emetab imandab lagok ak kwonyik nenaat ko gender based violence ole en county nebo Bomet komiten en kebeberta nebo 14 en 100 yautichoton boyonotin chebo ng'emetab imandab kwonyik anan gender based violence.
Kamwae ngunon kikotestai mising nyersetab lagok. Bomet County nebo national ngunon ko 15%, ko Bomet County ko 14%. O choton kityo chu reported cases. Kimwache kemwa kele it is more than that amun mi biik chema reporten okobendi kipkaa. Akemwae ni bichoton tugukab kipkaa kole ndakinyoru ndasichin serikali ichute orit amun lagok tugul chebo Kenya ko Republic of Kenya ko lagokab serikali.
Betutab raini kebendi kinete chepyosok ng'alekab kikilgei kou ngunon chekibore economic empowerment amun yon mamiten kelutik kapchi komiten bananda neo mising. So kibendi kelenjini chi tugul kokilgei o nesire tugul ko kecham chepyosok ak kong'et chepyosok choton ak ichek kotekis boisiek. Ko yekitekiskei kou non kobitu ne? Kobitu kalyet en gaa. Ko ngobit kalyet en gaa kosomondos lagok, kebendi mbar, kemine ketik, koetu ropta ak kekirinde bananda ak kekirinde biretab gei. En betutab raini ine nekibendi kitechinigei ko ki Bomet ko ng'alekab GBV. Koker kele en Bomet kindoen en ng'alekab borisiet, ng'alekab nyerset nebo lagokyok, ng'alekab nyerset nebo kwonyik ak ng'alekab kaketetab gei ak bokitet.
Kosubkei ak Chief Officer nebo Gender ak Social Services en county nebo Bomet, Pauline Koriri, ko yautik alak chebo ng'emetab imandab lagok mising ko nebo nyerset kotomo keipchi kamanut kirindaetab noton biikab emet ole kamwa ine kole kokochang'a yautik choton ole boisien alak oretab kipkaa kiwong lelutik cheu chotok.
Amoche alenji biikab kokwet kikong'et serikali nebo Kenya komi sheria. Mi sheria omi ofisaek chemiten olimbo gaa oli, chemi grassroots, chemi ngunon en department nebo gender komi social welfare officers, kokwet age tugul. Ne ndayon kabit kit neu non ak kapchief tor komwoe madam nebo national. Miten kapchief nekemwechin asikong'et sheria chebo Kenya koter imandab lakwanon kakinyeret. Manyolu ole ketar kipkaa amun ketinye bananda ile keonganin asikereben imanda lakwet. Ongimut lakwani ko kapchief, yekakwo kapchief kimut kwo police chito nekayai lelutionoton.
Kamwa rubeiwotab gavana nebo Bomet Shadrack Rotich kole nyolu en boisiek kokonyit imandab kwonyik ole kamwa ine kole tinye tetutik serikalitab county nebo Bomet nebo koker kole kakirib lagok cheimuch kikereben imandanywan kobun kotoi ketesosiek choton chebo koker kole kakiriben lagok cheu chotok.
Ngot keng'alal kipkaa ko kaking'et ketoret chito nekanyeren lakwet anan makitoret lakwet. So kekere kele kimut lakwet kwo taban ak kerib kotko bekesinoto ko kit nebo muhimu. Sikenyoru rescue center ko kakisibi haki nebo lakwet. Haki nebo lakwet nekisibi yon kakibe rescue center. Keker kele maki-interferen with evidence, maki-interferen with issues chekimoe sikemwa yon king'ololen choton.
Kong'eten county nebo Bomet, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Festus Rono.
Tesetai kobitu ng'alalet kotinygei koyonchinet nebo kobois eng kibagenge notok koityin President William Ruto ak Raila Odinga. Ole kamwa MP nebo Chesumei Paul Biego kole makat eng biikab emoni kokochi kasubet kale kosyinonoto amu takchingei koib chomyet ak kibagenge eng emet. Kinyoru logoiwechutok ak sirindenyo Cornelius Keter.
Kamwa MP nebo Chesumei Paul Biego kole katuiyetabgei nebo President Dr. William Ruto ak kandoindetab ODM Raila Odinga kobo kamanut eng kibagenge ak bandab tai nebo emoni kou notok komanyalu kobit kaiweisiet age tugul eng kwenutab kandoik chemitei eng kandoinatet.
The position that Raila would be given would not affect the other players. After all, even right now in Kenya we do not have a prime minister, so I'm not seeing any issue because the office that Mudavadi is holding, the office that deputy president is holding, those are independent offices. So mimi sioni shida yoyote, and actually we are calling up. In fact, we are even calling upon Kalonzo and many others to come on board. There will be so much to do, so I'm not seeing that a problem. And I call upon Kalonzo Musyoka, now that your brother Raila has left you, I think you have very limited options right now. I urge you to actually join Raila and His Excellency the President, so that at least we unite this country.
Kasampolo bororietab Kalenjin koistoegei ng'alalutik alak tugul cheiboru kole marobe eut kandoindetab emet President William Ruto eng mwaet kole nyolu kobit kondit ak tekisto eng President ak korob eut serikali asikobit bandab tai nebo bororiet.
Chamegei serikalit lakini mi biik chechang chemamokyin chitab kutit. Ako mwawa kora ngobut serikalit ko kakibutye tugul. Serikalit ko mabo William Samoei Arap Ruto inegei. Tun kelen oye mabik bikyok. So ongecham serikalit ako ongigilgei ng'alekab boisionik ko angot ndanyo Raila komelen represent chi age tugul. Makitinye en Kenya right now prime minister. So angot ndanyo nenyo kikochin kitimoto ino ing yo komami ng'ala. nguno monyoru wasiwasi alen kongoi president amu koimuch ium biik mutu biik angot nekile in Kalonzo Demiolin mi konait nin ak biik chekeringen oyeto ng'omnotet ne kokeboisie ikuru nitoni chepsokeyon nguno makekure angot chepsokeyon nguno amu makokonam line kobwa amnotet ne kokeboisie iboisie kora ingin ingnindo kwa in pa central no pa in pa eastern so kelenin kongoi ongetech serikali nenyo.
Kang'alali ine eng Chemundu eng igorta nekaikochin sukulishek chepkondok million 16 chetokyingei ketorete kipsomaninik kobun Chesume koboto sekta nebo somanet.
Ing Chesume ketinye program nekikure SEBI, Chesume Elimu Bora Initiative. Ing SEBI ini kekochini principals chebo sukulishek chepkondok akekochini chebo lagok tugul kong'ete form 2 akoi form 4. So ing betutab rani ko amuch akochi head teachers chumi let yu milionishek 16 akongen ale choto kotoreti ing somanet.
Kong'ete taonitab Kapsabet eng kaunti nebo Nandi, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Cornelius Keter.
Ketesetai ak logoiwek ko kakobarasta chamaitab UDA kole kokoit let tetutik tugul chetokyingei kasuldaetab lewenisietab chamainoto ole tetat keyoe lewenisionoto eng tarik 11 ak tarik 12 arawetab ang'wan kenyinito. Kounoto kakobit cherset eng biik chemache kelewen konam boroinwek cheterterchin kale kosirgei koitei tarik 21 arawanitok bo somok asimakikerchi sang. Kinyoru sirindenyo Victor Korir ak logoiwechuto eng koindo.
En tuyet nekayai ak sirikab logoiwek en ofisiek cheechen chebo chama komwa nebo ng'echeret en chamaitab UDA Governor Cecily Mbarire nekomiten ak sirindet neo Hassan Omar kole kokochobok chamainoto koyai lewenisiet nebo mashinani en counties 22.
The UDA party is excited to announce the upcoming grassroots elections scheduled for the April 11th and 12th of 2025 across 22 counties, namely Bungoma, Garissa, Isiolo, Kajiado, Kilifi, Kisii, Kisumu, Kitui, Kwale, Lamu, Machakos, Makueni, Wajir, Mandera, Marsabit, Migori, Mombasa, Nyamira, Siaya, Taita Taveta, Tana River, and Turkana.
Kotiengei Mbarire ak Omar ko boroindo nemie lewenisionotok nebo kikimit chamainotok ole testai siretabgei en biik chemache kobeljigei boroinwek cheterter.
Tumefungua usajili mpaka tarehe 21 mwezi huu wa March pale usiku wa midnight saa 6 za usiku. Kwa hivyo sisi tunawaambia wakereketwa ama wafuasi wa chama hii ndio fursa yao katika kuimarisha umaarufu wa chama na kuimarisha demokrasia na katika kujiandaa katika yale malumbano ya hapo mbeleni ya kisiasa, tuweze kuhakikisha tumejumlisha kila mtu na kila mtu amekuwa kiungo muhimu katika utekelezaji wa majukumu yetu ya kidemokrasia.
Komiten tuyonotok majority leader en bunge nebo Senate Aaron Cheriot nekailos chamaitab UDA eng nekamwa kole iboru lewenisionotok kole UDA ko chamait nebo bororiet komugul.
We are conducting elections to have grassroots officials at the polling station in 22 other counties. I don't think there is any other political party in the country that can pride itself of that achievement, and that is in living up to our spirit as a proper party of the ordinary grassroots citizens, so that we can have feedback from citizens across the country.
En komostanyin kokon kamiset nebo ng'echeret en board netelelchi lewenisiet en chamaitab UDA Anthony Maura kole wendi kosuldo lewenisietab chama en oret netogunot ak neimong'u walutik cheyonoksei.
We are going to use the 10,000 gadgets we have, and we are expecting another 5,000 gadgets. Our elections will be free, fair, and transparent. And it will be starting as usual at 6 in the morning till everybody votes, and the elections will be announced thereon immediately at the polling station. Then from there we are going to move on to the ward, the constituency, and the county level.
Victor Korir, Kass, Nairobi.
Tesetai serikalitab emoni koyoe ng'alalet ak serikalisiek chebo emotinwekab sang koboto kibagengeisiek cheterterchin kotokyingei cheng'etab oret nekiboisie eng kanabtaetab chametabgei ak kerib imanda nebo biik chotok chekimweiso eng emotinwekwak komwechi emoni bo Kenya. Kamwa nito Minister nebo Interior Kipchumba Murkomen kasarta nekayai tuyet ak kiyoki kobun emotinwek ak kibagengeisiek cheterter kotokyingei cheng'etab koyonchinet akobo boisietab kibagenge eng tetutiet nenaat ko Shirika Plan asikobit koribokis refugees chemite kambisiek cheboto Kakuma ak Dadaab eng emoni. Kosubkei ak Murkomen ko eng konekit kokobun bichoto uinwek mising ko chebo rerunetab amitwogik kobate kokomuch serikali kokochi icheket toretet nemakat.
We had a consultation meeting this morning with the refugee donor group, which represents various governments who have been supporting the refugees in our country. And our deliberations was around two issues. One is immediate support that the refugees need in the camps, in the work of strategic decisions made by different governments that have been supporting the refugees over the years, and the fear that perhaps there was going to be reduction of food rationing in the camps. And we have had very good deliberations. We appreciate the various governments here for their commitment and for various donors for their commitment and support to the refugees. And we have been given full assurance that between now, within this year, there is no fear that the rationing will go below what it is now, which is 40%. The second issue is in relation to the long-term plans. We, as a country, have come up with Shirika Plan. Shirika Plan is a Kenya government proposal, which is on the table, and which is under public participation, stakeholder engagement, to see how best we can deal with the question of the refugees. As we all know that refugees were expected to be here for a short period of time, but now they have been in the country for 35 years. We cannot continue having this situation persisting forever, yet the global circumstances that relate to support of the refugees in the work of changing national dynamics in various countries in the world, we have to think also together to see how best can these refugees be integrated and what can be done to make sure that their contribution to the country is quantified and that they have their necessary certification. As you know, we already have the the refugee ID that enables us to identify who are refugees, and we can be able to provide services and account for their presence in the country. So that conversation is ongoing, and in the near future, we should be able to communicate to the public the final conclusions of public participation and stakeholder engagement that will enable us to officially roll out the Shirika Plan.
Ketesetai ko kimang'u kwo barak mung'aret ak uchumi eng emetab Kenya yeiwongei teksetab Export Processing Zone CPZ ak County Aggregation and Industrial Parks chetesetai eng counties tugul eng emoni. Kamwa Minister nebo mung'aret Lee Kinyanjui kole bo komonut kiwong projects chotok tugul eng chokchinet eng mwaet kole tindoi kamuget county nebo Uasin Gishu ak counties alak chebo komong tuguk chechang chekiibei koba emotinwekab sang chetoreti eng kanabtaetab mung'aret ak uchumi nebo counties chotok. Kinyoru logoiwechutok ak sirindenyo Isaac Kogei.
Eng rutoito nekarutochi county nebo Uasin Gishu komwa CS nebo mung'aret Lee Kinyanjui kole kawangunetab teksetab EPZ ak County Aggregational Parks kowendi kokonoptoi boisionik chechang chebo mung'aret eng Uasin Gishu ak komosta noto nebo North Rift komugul.
We also have an EPZA facility which is specifically designed for export into the larger market within East Africa and also beyond. And just to note that we believe that Uasin Gishu, the location of this particular county, makes it a potential industrial hub, not just for Kenya, but the entire East Africa.
Mwae CS Kinyanjui kole taunetab Eldoret komite ole mie nenyolu kiwong alak eng teksosiek cheboto factories eng noto nebo kotoret eng katuiyetab emotinwek chotok chebo East Africa eng mung'aret.
And therefore the government looks looking into all these possibilities, and we will be having that conversation later, so that the airport that is here, the railway that is here, the road connectivity to the East African region that is here, the facilitative environment created by government, all business facilitative agencies like KEBS, KRA are all headquartered here. We therefore believe that with all these incentives, it is time for Uasin Gishu to be able to now fit into that area of being an industrial hub.
Ilasu ine county noton nebo Uasin Gishu nemwoe kole togu komite tai eng kanaptaetab mung'aret kou noto kochobotin kou serikali kotoret eng kanaptaet.
And we also are looking at funding possibilities for those who will be setting up their industries in our KIPES and also at the EPZA. And I believe all this will only make sense when you have the uptakers. In other words, the industry, the industrialists who want to do this business should come over so that we're able to process them, and alongside that create employment, increase our exports, and facilitate that growth that we want to see.
Kamite agene PS nebo mung'aret Juma Mukwana nemwoe kole bendi kowang'u projects tugul chemite eng county noto nebo Uasin Gishu eng arawek aeng chotok chemite tai.
These projects mbili kwa ujenzi karibu zinakaribia kukamilika, na saa hii vile governor amesema tumejipea mwezi moja mbili tukamilishe hizi projects. Katika Kenya yote tulikuwa tunajenga county aggregation and industrial parks 18. Kwa saa hii tumefanya priority na also ku ranking, na Uasin Gishu iko mbele kabisa kwa hizo 13 ambazo tumeprioritize. Uasin Gishu iko namba 4, so they are doing very well.
Kabaibachi rutoyoto governor nebo county nebo Uasin Gishu Jonathan Bichelilim nemwoe kole county noto nebo Uasin Gishu kochobot kotach kiprutoinik ak investors kosuldae mung'aroshekwak eng county nitok.
Na sisi tukiwa hapa, we want to provide opportunities, especially business opportunities for investors in our city. Na EBZ itakuwa ni jengo moja ya kusaidia sisi pia kutafuta wageni waizani ili watusaidie tutafute nafasi ya kazi kwa vijana wetu. Pili, tutaenda pia kule KIPES, County Aggregation Industrial Park Moiben, mahali pia it is for the purposes of value addition kwa mimea yetu ambayo tunatoka mashambani.
Kong'eteke taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Chitab Kalenjin ako yuto ko kakituch kayumetab logoiwekab emet eng orititab tetutiet nebo Tililindo rani. Kainenyu ko Chesankaro Sirma, meloitu amu eng kebeberta noto nebo tetutietab Tililindo kou kamwaun eng tai ketindoi ng'omutiet nebo konyoiset notok nebo itik, serunek ak mokwek notok ko Daisy Tarus, Daktari Daisy Tarus komach kemite eng kibagenge eng kasarta nematya asikobit kong'ang'ech met akobo koimutik konyoiset nebo itik, serunek ak mokwek. Meloitu.
With the WRC Safari Rally 2025, rev Fisher and feel the roar.